On the last episode of The Legend of Red, Brandon from the Hone region ended up challenging Red from the Kanto region. However, he was defeated quite easily because Red's Charizard is just that strong. He learned about the powers of the original 151 Pokemon, and now they are off to challenge N, also known as Nazi, in order to basically prove the might of the original 151. Can our heroes do it? Who knows? We'll see. Chapter 4. Red vs. N. After Brandon was beaten by N, he standed there speechless too. Everything he had believed was a lie. Red had taught him that if you always use the original 151, you will always triumph over hipster losers who use fake Pokemon. Something is wrong here, Red thought to himself. Although he was still unable to talk, he gave N a look which said, "You are a fucking cheater." You want to fight me too?" N laughed. "Bring it on then. I will enjoy crushing your precious Charizards." Red responded with a simple ... sending out his first Charizard. Charizard used ancient power on the Volcarona, which should have killed it, but somehow the Volcarona survived the attack and hit back with Takedown. The takedown knocked Red's Charizard out of the air, and it landed on its back in pain. This guy is shit at battles, Red thought. Only an idiot would use takedown when it's not even super effective or strong, but somehow it is whining. Takedown is normal. Normal type attacks can never be super effective. Okay, now use string shot, N ordered. The Volcarona used string shot, which braked Charizard's wings. Charizard tried to attack back with Fire Blast, but once again it barely did any damage to the Volcarona. "I don't understand how this shit hipster moth is so strong," Red lamented. "I looked up this word in a thesaurus to make my writing more professional. Please rate 5 stars. He is playing like a chump, and the Volcarona is a shit Pokemon as well, but it's so strong. I'm the champion, though I can never lose to a little scrub kid. Charizard will win this." Charizard used ancient power on the Volcarona 2 times in a row because N forgot what moves his Volcarona knowed and only remembered after the second one, but then it used String Shot which hit Charizard so had it collapsed on the floor. "Now it is over, you little baby," N laughed. "Your Charizard's beating, and so are you." Red began to panic, since his Charizard hadn't even hurt the Volcarona despite all the powerful attacks he'd used on it. Just when things looked their darkest and N was about to make his Volcarona use Quiver Dance to kill Charizard, a heroic voice echoed through the room. "I'm back, Wolfpack." Glass shattered as a heroic man wearing a badass Pokeball collar burst through the window on the back of a Arcanine, landing in front of N's stupid moth. It was Velicify, awesome YouTuber, please subscribe to him, the greatest Pokemon trainer of all time. Oh shit, not him, anyone but him," the hipster king panicked. "This is the end, you filthy hacker," Velicify exclaimed as he took out a Pokeball. "Your hacks are no match for my innovation." The Pokemon he sent out was none other than a Rattata, a Pokemon that would be useless in the hands of anyone else besides the master innovator himself. Volcarona, crush that rat with Quiver Dance," N ordered. The fat moth jumped on top of Verlis's rat's head, but unlike Brandon's Blastoise, the Rattata survived due to the focus sash it was wearing. "Rattata, use Endeavor," Verlis retorted with a heroic smile. "No! The 10 billion health I hacked onto my Volcarona!" N cried. Rattata reduced the Volcarona to just 1 HP after the attack. "Quick, Volcarona, use Super Mega Ultimate Hyper Beam." It was too late, though. Not even the faked hack was The fake hacked move was enough for N to win, since Verlis made his Rotetta use quick attack, which made him go first. The fat hipster morph collapsed and Verlis won the battle. Okay, before we move on to the next chapter, I have to get this off my chest. This Verlis guy, fucking hell. I don't really follow him closely, but isn't he the guy that basically went to VGC, got his ass handed to him 6-0? Fuck. I mean, did this guy say that Slurpluff was a counter to Kangaskhan? Khan? Fucking hell, it's... This guy... How can someone be this dumb? Also, I must absolutely say this. Having a collar is fine, as long as it's for BDSM purposes. If you have a collar and it's just there because you're a furry or whatever, stop. It's time to stop. Seriously. No more. Stop it. Well, there's probably only going to be more of this. So, on to Chapter 5. Chapter 5. PK Hacks. Red and Brandon were both amazed as Felicify saved them both. Both of them were subscribed to him on YouTube and watched all his videos and were in awe of his innovation. "That's not fair!" N cried as he started throwing a temper tantrum. "Mr. Cathartic said nobody would be able to beat me if I let him hack my Pokemon." "I knew it," Verlis said. "You're just another one of Cathartic's pawns. At least this region is free from the evil hacker's influence now." And took out a knife and slit his wrist like an emo baby. He made the mistake, though, and slit upward instead of sideways, which killed him. Wow. Now that N was dead, Red decided he could talk again. "What the hell was that Volcarona?" he asked the color-clad hero. "Fake Pokemon like that should have stand no chance against my Charizard, especially with an idiot like him picking terrible moves every turn, but it just wouldn't lose." "He was using a dark power to cheat," Verlis explained. "You see, bad players like him have been jealous of good players like you and me for a long time. Eventually, a fat nerd with no life called Cathartics created an evil computer program called PK Hacks. He could use it to hack Pokemon and give them whatever stats they wanted. It was a way for these no-life losers to get even stronger Pokemon than us, but without putting in the hard work that we put in." "OMG!" Red and Brandon both exclaimed, horrified to hear about this bullshit for the first time. Right now, Cathartics is spreading his hacks to all of the regions. I would stop him, but unfortunately he has the fake champion Wolfglick on his side. He is the biggest cheater of them all, and even I can't beat him." "How big of a cheater is he?" Red asked. "Wolfglick went to the VGC tournament World Championships in real life with a hacked Raichu," Verlis elaborated. "Everyone knew it was hacked and that he only won because it was hacked, but you see, that was not the only cheating he did that day. He also paid the judges at the tournament 10 each so they wouldn't disqualify him for cheating." "That is bullshit. We knew to stop him immediately," Red said. "Yes," said Brandon. "Yes," said Verlis. "Yes," said Red. And then the three of them went to the real world to confront Cathartics and shut down PKX for good. What is this? Wait, I'll stop recording for a bit and look up what Wolfglick supposedly hacked. Okay, I'm back, and it turns out that the thing Glick hacked was his Raichu was in a dream ball when basically every other aspect of the Raichu was legal. None of its stats or moves were altered in any way that couldn't be done in the game. So basically, it was caught with a Pokeball, it can't be caught in. What an evil cheater. Oh, woe is the opponent that faces a Wolfglick. Enough sarcasm, on to Chapter 6. Chapter 6, The Real World. Red, Brandon, and Felicify arrived in America, the capital of the real world, after they saved Unova from N and his hacks. Meanwhile, a fat loser nerd, Cavotics, sat watching them from his mom's basement on his computer screen while he stuffed his face with Big Macs. Oh no, this is bad. If Verlis and Red team up, cheating might not be enough to beat the combination of Red skills and Verlis innovation. I have to send Wolf to stop them immediately. Meanwhile, Red decided to have a Pokemon battle with Kevin Robinson, horrible bully from my school. Okay, 1 second. This is absolutely ironic. Isn't that Kevin Robinson like the name from a supposed bully or whatever from that Cold Steel the Hedgehog meme picture? I'm really certain that it is. So basically, if you had brain damage and weren't sure if this was or wasn't ironic, this is your confirmation. There's no way this isn't ironic. Anyway, hey Kevin, you suck and smell and I hate you, Red said, sending out his Charizard. Kevin sent out his level 1 Rattata. Watch out, Red, he might be using the same innovative strategy as me, Verlis warned. I think he's actually just this shit that he thinks level 1 Rattata is good, he replied. Rakaka used Tail Whip, the stupid asshole said. His Rattata used the move, but it did nothing, and then Red beat him in one hit with Flamethrower and laughed at Kevin for being such a stupid dumb loser. And Brandon gave Kevin a wedgie as well, and Verlis told him to unsub from his channel because he didn't want assholes ruining his fan base. Kevin went home and cried after that. Just then a limo pulled up outside the school, sliding across the parking spaces to cover up 4 of them at once. As the doors opened up, music blared across the schoolyard, and a massive douchebag wearing sunglasses and a t-shirt that said "Rules Off for Fools" stepped out. "Shit, it's Wolf," said Verlis. "Hey, listen, nerd," jeered Wolf as he walked up to our heroes and blew cigarette smoke in their faces. "My bro Cavotics tells me you brought Red here to try and stop our cheating. Can't have that, or I'd never stay champ." Red was disgusted as he saw the douchebag Wolf's behavior. "It's not how a real champion acts. I don't care how much you cheat. My bro Verlis has shown me how to beat cheaters. I just need to innovate." "Whatever you say, kid. Cavotics sent me to eliminate you anyway, so we might as well fight now. I'll call the judges for our battle." Red was confused about why Wolf would call judges when he was obviously going to cheat, since that's the only way he could win. "All right, call your judges." Wolf took out a stack of cash and threw it at the ground. As he did, the team of judges appeared in a blast of smoke. All of them had their pockets stuffed with cash and smiled at Wolf as the fake champion took out his dream ball. "Go, Raichu," said Wolf as he sent out his Pokemon. Red throwed out his Pokeball to send out his first Charizard. I can't believe Felicify was that fucking salty about the Dream Ball. Fuck. Like, to put this in perspective, it's just... This is like complaining at someone in a shooting game, in like, what's the name? Counter-Strike Global Offensive, that someone is basically cheating you because they have a nicer skin on their weapon. It's like, that doesn't mean that they get a natural edge or whatever, it's just aesthetics. Even if they didn't really get it legally, it's such a non-issue. Bloody hell. Could this just be Felicify being salty about the fact that he lost as badly as he did during VGC? I honestly can't comprehend that Felicify guy. There's just something about him that sucks so badly. Either way, I should probably just, I'll wrap this video up now. In a few days, the next part should be up. So keep your eyes peeled for that, I suppose, and, I'm back, Wolfpack!